Alright, guys. Really apologize about this. Probably everyone left already. I had to restart the stream. It looks good on my end. YouTube's just giving me problems right now, so I can't do anything about this, but, it appears to be working right now. I think it's working now. Okay. Well, just let me know if it's not working. Thanks for being here, Joe. Yeah, I had a couple people in the stream, and then YouTube is screwing me up. So, just lost all the people. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. But hopefully, they come back in. Let's get back to the show. Damn, that really sucks, man. I had a few people in here, and yeah, hope they come back in. Whatever. Alright, let's get back to this. Alright, so, SPRT. We'll discuss this third, I believe. Yeah, we'll do that third, but that's up 29.62%. Tilray, we'll discuss this one fourth. That's up 25.77%. Wish, we'll do this one second. That's up 6.65%. And anything else here? XELA is down 1.53%. And XPUNG is up 7.61%. So, very good day in the stock market today. Hope you guys made tendies. Alright, now let's get to crypto. Tilray, we like the stock. Yep.
We like the stock.
Alright, let's get to crypto. It is hot in here. I'm sweating. Alright, crypto's up 3.65% today. Bitcoin up 5%. Right around 40,000. Looks like there's some pretty strong support there. Ether up 2.3%. That's around 2,300. Strong support there. Binance up 1.54%. Cardano up 1.5%. Wow, XRP. Big day for XRP. Up 10.8%. Dogecoin up 1.5%. Polkadot 3.4%. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash up 2.23%. Litecoin up 3.3%. Ether Classic up 0.45%. Stellar up 2.8%. Theta, that's the first thing I see red, like actually red. That's down 3.8%. But overall, pretty good day for crypto. A lot of green, lot of green. I don't really see too much red. Let's see what's red. IOTA's down 4.6%. Huobi 3.5%. Yeah, good day for crypto. So maybe this is the bottom and the reversal, hopefully, because it's been pretty rough in crypto. Bitcoin consolidating under 40K looks bullish. Certainly hope so. Certainly hope so. You're scared to jump in? Yeah, don't blame you. Crypto is a beast on its own. So we'll see what happens, but I sell covered calls on my Bitcoin. So, if you want to do that, the site is ledgerx.com, and you can just sell puts. You can do the wheel with Bitcoin. That's what I'm doing right now. So I sold covered calls for 50K strike for September. So, that's one way to go about it. You're Theta Gang now, so consider that. Yeah, ledgerx.com. I'll type it. Check it out, man. Damn, I'm really upset that everyone left. Damn, YouTube is screwing me up. It wasn't even me, it was YouTube. Hope they come back in, but that's really unfortunate. All right, whatever. Let's get to the news. Gonna let this load, and gonna mute for a second. Got a siren coming. All right, I appreciate that, Mark. I should have typed in like I'm ending the stream and restarting it. You probably think I'm just done for the day, but hey, I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate those kind words. I do work hard, but I enjoy it, passionate about it. All right, so we got Jay Powell talk today, Fed meeting. You already know what he said, but it's the news, so we'll cover it. Fed holds rates near zero, says economy has gotten better even with pandemic worries. The Federal Reserve on Wednesday held its benchmark interest rate near zero and said the economy continues to progress despite concerns over the pandemic spread. As expected, the Federal Open Market Committee concluded its two-day meeting by keeping its interest rates in a target range between 0 and 0.25%. Along with that, the committee said in a unanimously approved statement that the economy continues to strengthen. Despite optimism about the economy, Chairman Jerome Powell said the Fed is nowhere near considering a rate hike. Yeah, not going to read the whole thing, but nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. They've been saying this for how long now? A year? So every time they talk, which is a lot, like every other week, everyone's worried that they're going to hike the rates, and nope. According to Jay Powell, we're going to let inflation run. But this can only go on for so long, you know? But hey, in the meantime, everyone's eating, everyone's making tendy, so nobody really cares. But, eventually this ain't going to end well. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Fed news. You already knew what he was gonna say. So maybe next year we'll get rate hikes, maybe 2023, but I highly doubt we're gonna see them in the near future. Okay, that's all the news for today. Let's get to the analysis. Okay. Let me quickly check on FLGC. All right, that's good. All right, first one, AMD. Okay, here's AMD Advanced Micro Devices. That finishes at $97.93 today. That is up 7.58%. And there was actually a lot of price upgrades, which is probably the biggest reason why this pumped so hard today. Let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, we got Rosenblatt, 150 price target, 150 bucks. Susquehanna, 130 bucks. Mizuho, 110 bucks. BMO Capital, 80 bucks. Goldman Sachs, 115. UBS, 105. Benchmark, 110. So, yeah, a lot of upgrades today. A lot of upgrades. So, up 7.58%, which is a really, really big day for, a blue chip stock. So, I saw a lot of people made a lot of attendees on this today. Stock Twits Wall Street bets. So, congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Great day for this stock. So, let's analyze it. What's up, Marvin? Appreciate you for being here. Yeah, you came after the YouTube shut me down. But yeah, appreciate you, man. All right. So right now this is sitting on the support of 97.70, around there, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be the all-time high, $99. I think that's the all-time high. Yes. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 96, 94.30, 92.60, 91.50, 91, 89.80, 89, 88, 87, 85, 80, we'll just call it 86, 86, 85, 84, 82.8, 81.65, 80.7, 79.7, 78.50, 77.60, 76.50, 75.80, 75, sorry, 75, 73.80, 72.80, 70, 68.20, and then the low of 67. Sup, Garav? Do I think CRTD is on par for a reversal and possible short squeeze earning on August 16th? We could take a look at that after I'm done with AMD. Appreciate you for being here. Joe, you have a feeling semiconductors are going to run? Chip shortage only drives prices higher? Yeah. Only thing is, there aren't too many there's Taiwan Semi, which is like the major player. Then you got like Intel and AMD, but you know they're small players. But realistically, Taiwan Semi is like the major player. So what is Taiwan Semi? TMSC? Forgot what it was. TWSC. No. TSM. Right. There you go. Now, this looks like a pretty good buy right here. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. We're still in a chip shortage, probably for another year or two. So, could be a good play. I mean, no one cares about Intel anymore, but AMD, yeah, especially. Everyone loves AMD. Yeah, Intel's kind of a joke now. Oh, by the way, guys, can you like the video? I'd appreciate that. Give me 1 second to mute. Got a damn fire truck here. Alright, my bad. Okay. So the channels... Alright. So right now, the channels to the downside are pretty decently sized. Not too wide, not too narrow. So expect a decent amount of price action if this does go to the downside. A little odd because, you know, AMD is a blue chip stock. These things don't really move much, but these channels are pretty decently sized. And if this goes to the upside, you know, we're almost in uncharted territory, right near the all-time high. So if this breaks 99 bucks, if this breaks 99 bucks, then it's on to uncharted territory. And who knows how much the market will value this at, but you know, according to the price targets, everyone thinks 110, 120, 140, 150, so this potentially could go way higher. Hi, Monica. LC After Hours is flying. LC. Lending Club. Wow, it is. Interesting. Have to keep an eye on this. Are you in it? AMD, okay. So RSI is currently at 71. So this is in overbought, overvalued territory. Not that far in overbought, overvalued territory, but you know, just be aware, just be cautious, guys. It did 140 million in volume today, which is very significant volume. This is one of the biggest volume days of the year. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So this kind of looks like a cup and handle going all the way back from the all-time high in January. This looks like, you know, a U, a cup here. Not saying this is a cup and handle, but this is a potential cup and handle. So the top of the cup would be 99 and the bottom would be around 73. So if this is in fact a cup and handle, that is a bearish indicator. That means that this is likely to pull back about halfway between 99 and 73. So that's like what? That's so that's 70. That's 23 divided by 2, so 20, 22. So if this is in fact a cup and handle, this can pull back to around 85-ish. Just a guesstimate off the top of my head. But so that's a bearish indicator. So we got a bearish indicator in the RSI and the volume, and this possible cup and handle. Yeah, Monica, FLGC, I shorted that one. I made I shorted it at like 620, and then I got out at like 5 something. I made a couple $100, and then I went back up to 6 something, and I reshorted, and then I went up to 7, and I reshorted, and then it goes 8, 9, 10, and I'm like, oh my god. But I'm still holding, so it's pulling back in the aftermarket, so not too bad anymore. But yeah, took the other side than you on that trade. But congratulations, glad you made tendies on that one. That did run a lot today. All right, so if you want to go long, I'm not going to say don't do it, because this is AMD. It's a very good blue chip stock. Apes love it. Institutions love it. And in the long term, yes, this will keep going up. But in the short term, I'm really not too sure. Again, we have bearish indicators here. High volume, high RSI, possible cup and handle. So in the short term, this could pull back. So I would be very cautious of going long. Not saying you shouldn't go long, just be careful, be aware, guys. You'd be literally buying in the all-time high right here. And that's probably not a smart idea. So personally, I wouldn't do it. I would look to wait. But if you guys want to go long, I could support that as long as you're willing to hold this for the long term. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down. Now, if you want to go short, I can also support that, but only in the short term. Because, again, we have bearish indicators, high RSI, high volume, possible cup and handle. So in the short term, this could pull back. But this is definitely not one you should hold if you plan on shorting. So if you want to make a quick buck, then I can support that. But you know, this is a legitimate stock, so it's definitely going to go up eventually. Yeah, Monica has all these Discord groups, like X Trades and stuff. Market Chameleon. Never heard of that one. But yeah. Apparently these Discord groups are good resources. Just gonna wait for the siren to pass. So yeah, if you want to go long, I personally would hold off and try to get a better price seems to be a bit overvalued here, but as long as you're willing to hold, it's not a bad play. Just average down if this does pull back. And if you want to go short, just do that for a quick buck. You know, get in, get your money, get out. I can support either way. So, congratulations to everyone who made tennies on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently holding this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Alright, now we can do CRTD. Okay, so you want to know if this is going to squeeze. Is it going to reverse and short squeeze? August 16th earnings. Well, this does look like it's bottoming out. This was like free falling. And it looks like it's catching some support here at 3. So that's a good sign. RSI is at 45, so that's a little below average. Yeah, 3 could be the bottom. Hopefully it holds. It looks like it's holding pretty strong here. As far as a short squeeze, not too sure about that. It's possible, but I wouldn't count on it, you know? Personally, I don't think it's a good idea to buy something just because you think it's going to short squeeze. You should buy it because you like the stock and you think it has potential. And the short squeeze is just an added bonus, you know, like deep effing value. Remember the legend, deep effing value? Legend. He bought GME because he liked the stock, not because he thought it was going to short squeeze. So it could possibly short squeeze, but I'm just saying don't count on that. But as of right now, this does look like it is catching some strong support, and hopefully this is the bottom, and it's going to reverse soon. View the monthly and 3-month. Borrow rate 100%, 90, 67 of float, 67% is short floated. Low float. Well, yeah, I mean that's all good stuff. Definitely has all the requirements of a short squeeze. But I'm just saying, don't count on it, man. You never know. But if you like the stock, then just hold it, man. And if it short squeezes, then great. View the monthly and the 3-month. Yeah, Gaurav. It very well could short squeeze. I've just, I've seen a lot of these things where everyone is claiming short squeeze, next short squeeze. And most of the time it doesn't happen, to be honest. When everyone is screaming this is the next short squeeze, 9 out of 10 times it's not. Being completely honest. So not saying this won't be. I'm just saying don't count on it, man. But I certainly hope it is, you know. But yeah, $3. This looks like a pretty good time to load up. Pretty strong support here. It retested that a couple of times already. And it does appear like it's bottoming out here. What's up, low roller? MMAT stock hit PLUTO today. Not quite until it hits $15, but yeah, it got a nice little run today, like 9%, so I'll take it. You see good things coming for MMAT, Joe. You sold 10 $3 puts. August puts. Okay, so it's like a little less than a month out. 10 $2 January 2022, so you got leaps there. Okay. Yeah, Theta Gang, man. Good plays. So, you know, I don't think it's gonna go below 3 or 2, but if it does, then you're gonna get a stupid price on that. So good job, man. And if not, then you keep the premium. Alibaba hit Pluto today. Yeah, Alibaba, all the Chinese stocks recovered very nicely. Okay, next one, Wish. Yeah, I don't see it dropping below 3 either, but you never know, man. Crazy stuff happens. Okay, here is Wish. ContextLogic. This finishes at $9.97. Excuse me. This finishes at $9.94 today. That is up 6.65%. Yeah, Joe, I'm proud you're in Theta Gang now. You already know. Wheel strategy. Okay, so let's analyze this. So right now this is sitting on the support of $10, which it finished at today. Let's do the downside first. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 915, 850, and then the low of 750. And if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 1120, 1185, 1285, 1350, 1425, 1545, 1640, 1750, 1860, 1985, 2115, 2220, 23, 2385, 2480, 2570, 2650, 2820, 29, 3015, and then the high of 3285. Low roller, I should sell options on Bitcoin for 50K. You mean I shouldn't sell my Bitcoin for 50K? Cause that's what I did. Covered calls for 50K. Yeah, 100K would be better, but that's pretty out of the money. So I wouldn't get too much premium. You got to find the right balance of fat premium and, you know, a strike price that is still pretty high. So honestly, if it goes to 50K, I still got little less than 2 months on that, like a month and a half. So hopefully it doesn't go to 50K, but if it does, I don't mind selling at 50K, honestly. If it does, then I'll just sell puts. You know, if I get assigned, I'll just sell puts on my Bitcoin, or puts on Bitcoin. And, you know, I'm just going to wheel strategy it. So it'll be unfortunate if it passes 50K, but, you know, it is what it is. There's opportunities everywhere in the market, so I'm not sweating it. I don't have to long-term hold Bitcoin. You know, that's okay with me. And I'll get back in when it's a good price. Got patience. Okay. So the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So, I mean, you guys already know this is a pretty volatile stock. So either way this goes, upside or downside, expect a decent amount of price action. Not crazy price action, but a good amount of price action. RSI is at 45, so that's a little bit below average, but right around where it should be. You know, according to the RSI, this price of $10 is pretty fair market value. Maybe it should be worth a little bit more. And it did 32 million in volume today, which is pretty average. It's been consistent with the past couple of weeks on volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, I would support that. It seems like we have some pretty strong support at like $9.10, $9-ish. This retested that a couple of times, and it hasn't broken $9. So it does appear that $9 is strong support and the bottom, and kind of unlikely it's going to break that. So here at 10, pretty decent price. Maybe it'll go back to 9, but you really can't go wrong at $10. And honestly, this really can't go down too much more. The low is 750. So even if this does break 9, I highly, highly doubt it's going to break 750. So I would say, yeah, this price, $10, really good price. You know, this is relatively near the low. So I would support going long. And we have a possible cup forming here. So yeah, $10 is near the bottom if this is a cup. So I think this is a really good price. So I would support going long. Now, if you want to go short, I don't think you should do that. I don't recommend that. For the same reasons. Possible cup and handle. That's a bullish indicator. So, you know, likely to go up. This is near the bottom. So you're really not going to make too much money if you do short this. It just really doesn't make too much sense. I really don't see a reason why you would short this. There's plenty of shorting opportunities in the market, and this is not one of them. So, if you're shorting this, you'd be making crumbs at this point. So I don't recommend that. So yeah, if you want to go long, seems like a good play. Excellent price here at $10. If it goes back down to 9, you can just always average down. And if you want to go short, doesn't really logically make any sense here. We have bullish indicators, and this is near the low, so wouldn't be making much money. Low roller. I don't want to be Bitcoin millionaire if I diamond hands. I don't need to be a Bitcoin millionaire. You know, I could be a rainbow bear millionaire. Doesn't matter how I get there. I'm gonna get there. Hey, Zakaria, you're back. Yeah, I apologize about that, man. Sucks because I had a few more people in there, Mark and Verbmaker, but glad you made it back. So yeah, YouTube was screwing me. It wasn't me. Everything was working fine on my end. I went to the YouTube site and it had the wheel of death, and I'm like, so it's all good now. All right. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today, and good luck to everyone looking to take a position, and to everyone currently in this stock. This is Wish ContextLogic. Okay, Zakaria, FLGC. I don't know, I haven't looked at it. Is it going down? I sure hope so. Alright, so it's sitting at $8. No, I'm not going to cover, bro. I'm not covering. I think my average is like 650-ish. So I might double down. I'll do that if there's shares available. I already tried. I tried to double down at 8, 9, and 10, and there was no shares available. So I'll add more onto 8. I'll average. I guess that's average down. Yeah, I'll average down. But no, I need this to go back below 7 before I cover. I'm not effing leaving. And guys, please like the video. I'd appreciate that. Okay. Next one. SPRT. Yeah, Zakaria. Diamond balls, Rainbow Ape is the way. There are a few occasions where it does really, really go wrong. If you see the thing halt, if you see multiple halts, you know you're in trouble. Like, if you get caught in like a multiple halt thing, which I did in NURO, yeah, it goes really, really bad. I lost a couple $1,000 on that. So now I'm diamond balls unless you get caught in multiple halts. Then it's like, oh hell no, I'm out. Actually, yesterday, which stock was it? I was out. Damn, I can't. Let me check. And actually, diamond balls would have worked, but I was not taking any chances. It was INTZ. That's right. Yesterday, I don't know if you can even see it here anymore. Oh yeah, you can. I was in here. Boom. I got in. Halted again. I'm like, oh hell no, screw this, I'm out. And then it came all the way back down. So diamond balls would have worked, but I was like, nuh-uh, this is not going to be another NURO. I'm out. Monaco was in at 525 for FLGC. So hey, that's a damn good price. That's near the bottom. That's like where I covered at. Because I got in at like 625 and then covered at like 540-ish, like 550. So, damn, Monaco, yeah, you literally caught the bottom. Wow, very, very nice. Did you cash yet? But NURO, I'm currently short that and making my money back slowly. So, I'm holding that one for a little bit. NURO. Short. Because if you look at the technicals, this is definitely coming back down to like $6. So, it's slowly bleeding. So, I'll hold on to this one. Yeah, Marvin, spoken like a true Rainbow Bear salute. Yeah, Team Rainbow Bear here. I'm slowly converting all of you guys into Rainbow Bears. Which I think is a good thing. Doesn't always work, but most of the time it works. Yeah, but I gotta get on Monica's level. You know, scouting these long plays. Because by the time I find out about them, it's already too late. Things are already up at like 20, 30, 50%. So no point in going long at that point. Alright, anyway. Back to SPRT. Oops. You know, it's funny, I was thinking about making a shirt. Like selling some merch. Not yet, but you know, when I get bigger. Of like just Rainbow Bear. Like the emojis. Rainbow Bear. On his shirt. You think people would buy that? I think it's pretty funny. Okay. So here is SPRT. Support.com. This finishes at $8.99. 97 cents today. That is up 29.62%. Yeah, damn right, Zakaria. Too late. No FOMO. Remember, no FOMO. And then yeah, you just ride it on the way down. So in the pre-market, I was watching this in the pre-market. How much did it go up? Yeah, this hit. So in the post/pre-market, this hit almost $11. It opened at $8.50, but this went absolutely nuts last night and this morning. Is there news on that? Nope. So, very volatile day. Opened at 8.50, came down to below 7.50, and finishes around $9. So, first off, I see a cup right here. Top of the cup being the high, 945. And the bottom of the cup being 240. So if we do some quick math, that'd be 350. So if this is in fact a cup and handle, and the handle will start to form, this is likely going to come back to around $6 to form the handle, just off the top of my head. So that's a bearish indicator. Also, we have a gap up at 220, which never filled. That's another bearish indicator, although it's a long way down to 220. I'm not sure if that will ever fill. But, yeah, I think the big thing to watch out for here is the cup and handle. That is very possible. Okay. Let me draw a few more here. Monica, you told a friend about what? This one? SPRT? Yeah, would have been a good play. You know what I'm going to do with this one tomorrow? Okay, so right now this is sitting on the support of $9, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance is the high, 945. Does it go higher? Nope. And if it breaks 945, then it's on to the upside, onto uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what this stock is worth. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $8.50, $8, $7.10, $7, $6.20, $5.50, $5.25, $5, $4.80, $4.60, $4.25, $4, $3.80, $3.60, $3.40, $3.20, $2.95, $2.80, $2.60, $2.40, 220, where it gapped up at. $2, 190, 170, 155, and then the low of 145. So right now, to the upside and the downside, these channels are extremely wide, so expect a lot of price action, either way this goes. But once this, if/when this comes back to 550, then the channels start to narrow, and then it catches a bunch of support there. But as of right now, at this current price, $9, either way, there's going to be a lot of price action. RSI is currently at 86, so that is pretty overbought and overvalued. So be extremely careful, guys. And it did 36 million in volume today, which is a very big volume day compared to the average. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, personally, I don't recommend that. We're getting a lot of bearish indicators here. Gap up, high RSI, high volume, possible cup and handle. So the technicals are pretty much screaming at us either sell or short. However, as I said, these channels are very wide, and we're near the all-time high, so if this breaks the all-time high, this can absolutely moon to who knows how much. So I would say it's not very likely that this is going to keep running, but if it does, it could pay off a lot. So I'm not going to say don't go long, but if you do, just be very careful. You know, do it at your own risk. Pretty risky stuff there. Now, if you want to go short, I support that. Seems like a really good play. For the same reasons, a lot of bearish indicators. Gap up at 220. Cup and handle forming, possibly going back to 6. High RSI, high volume. So, all the indicators are there. This is screaming, the graph, the chart is screaming, short this. So, I think this is a very good short play, not financial advice. And this could make a lot of tendies. But be aware that if this does go wrong, if you do short this and it does go wrong, you could be in a lot of trouble if this goes to the upside, because nobody knows how high this is going to go if this does break the all-time high. So also do that at your own risk. I don't think it's very likely that this is going to keep running for that much longer, but if it does, this could go pretty bad. So just be aware of that. But yeah, if you want to go long, I don't recommend that, but it could pay off if this does go to the upside. And if you want to go short, I support that. I think that's a great play. Just understand the risks. So this is SPRT support.com. Congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. Fat tendies. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. All right, Tilray. Okay, here is Tilray. Tilray Inc. This finishes at $16.01 today. That is up 25.77%. Okay, so there was some news on this one today, so let's take a look at that first. A lot of news. Okay. What's the exact... yeah, Monica, INFI, that did have a nice run, because that got, They got upgraded, I believe, by a lot of hedge funds. So, a word of advice to you guys: if you're looking to short something and there's a lot of price upgrades, don't do it. Don't do it. I learned that the hard way. Because it's probably not coming back down. But yeah, that one got upgraded by a few companies, a few hedge funds. So that's the reason for that pump. INFI. Low roller. Did I see Wall Street Bets users talking about insider trading? He is currently working from McDonald's and Wendy's. I did not see that, but I guess you can link it and we'll take a look. That's pretty funny. Who's insider trading? Him? He got McDonald's news. He got Wendy's news. Interesting. Anyway. So, Tilray had earnings today. Very good earnings. So, they reported quarterly earnings of 18 cents per share. This is a 146.15% increase over losses of 39 cents per share from the same period last year. The company reported 142.24 million in sales this quarter. That is a 25.27% increase over sales of 113.54 million in the same period last year. So, yeah, very good earnings. And in addition to that, the CEO went on TV today. He said a lot of stuff. So they said, all right. He says the company is sitting with $485 million in cash. And they have the ability to do a lot of things, whatever that means. He says, I believe we will do another acquisition. I believe we will do other acquisitions adjacent to our drink business. So they plan on acquiring more companies. He says drinks and edibles development are currently company goals, as well as continuing to open more stores. So they're focused on their edible department, their edible sector. I think that includes drinks. And they want to expand. And in addition to just regular drinks, he says he's looking to get into the beer and liquor business. So, yeah, the CEO is saying a lot of positive stuff here. A lot of positive PR. So, great earnings and very good PR from the CEO himself. So, that is probably why the stock ran up so much today. Yeah, low roller. We'll look at that during the Yolos. All right, so let's analyze this. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 17 and 15. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 17, 18, 1910, 2130, 2340, 25, 2690, 2810, 3050, 32, 3320, 3515, 42.30, 45.65, 47, 55.15, 63.80, 65.90, and then the all-time high of 67. It's not the all-time high. And then the high of 67. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 15. 13.60. 9.50. $8. 6.60. 5.40. And then the low of 4.40. So, right now, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So, either way this goes, expect a decent amount of price action, but not anything too serious. But, if/when this breaks 35, the channels open up and they get really wide. So, if this breaks 35, then expect a lot of price action to the upside. If it breaks 35, this can easily go back to the high of 67 and higher. Yeah, Monica, there is a lot of upside potential for this. Fundamentally, and looking at the technicals, does look pretty good. Even my grandma owns this. My 80-year-old grandma. She's like, yeah, Tilray. Cannabis. I told her to sell. You know, in like this was January, right? No, this was February. When this thing went up to like $70, it was insane. I was like, sell. She's like, no, diamond hands, hodl. I'm like, no, come on, grandma, sell it. She's like, no, I'm holding. And it came all the way back down. Hey. Oh, well. Okay. So RSI is currently at 53. So a little above average, but pretty average. So according to the RSI, this price of $16 is pretty fair market value. And it did 116 million in volume today. So, very significant volume day. A lot more than the average. So, this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay. So, honestly, it's kind of hard to tell where this is going right now. We're getting some pretty... We don't really have any bullish indicators or bearish indicators here. I mean, this can possibly be a cup and handle. A big-ass cup and handle. Top of the cup being 67, the high. And we may not have even found a bottom yet. You know, this cup still looks like it's... This potential cup looks like it's still developing. But it does appear like it is reaching... It is near the bottom. Really, there's no support until 935. That's kind of scary. So, yeah, looking at the chart, it is kind of hard to tell where this is going. We're getting some neutral indicators, some bullish indicators, and some bearish indicators. However, just based on the earnings today, surprise earnings, the sentiment on social media, you know, Wall Street Bets loves this stock. They love Tilray. And based on everything the CEO said today, seems like this has a really good future. So, if I had to make an educated guess, I would say this is more likely to go to the upside than the downside. It has a lot more upside potential than downside potential for sure. So definitely in the long term, this is going to go up. But in the short term, not quite sure where this is going to go. This could possibly pull back to 935. To around 950-ish. And it appears at 950, there is some pretty strong support there. I highly doubt this is going below 950. So if you want to go long, here at $16, seems like a pretty decent price. And maybe you might want to hold off, because you might be able to get this at a lower price. But there's nothing wrong with buying this at 16 and then averaging down. You can average down at 15, 13.50, 12.20, and then 9.50. So if you want to go long, I support that. 16 is a pretty good price, and if it goes down, just keep averaging down. Now, if you want to go short, I would support that only if you're in it for the short term. This is definitely not something to hold for a long time. Because as I said, this doesn't really have too much support here. So this can easily go back to 950. So if you want to go short, seems like a decent play. Just don't stay in there for that long, I would say. So I support going both ways for different reasons. I support going long for the long term, and I support going short for the short term. But definitely, in the long term, this is going to go up. No question about it. So if you guys want to hodl diamond hands, go for it.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Yellow roller. My grandma is still holding Tilray. Yep. She's diamond hands Tilray. Long call Tilray. That's not a bad play. Well, IV's a little bit high right now. But yeah, definitely. Once the IV comes down, you could buy leaps on Tilray. That'd be a good play. Okay. So, congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Very fat tendies. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is TLRY Tilray Inc. Alright, last one. NAOV. Okay, here is NAOV Nanovibronix Inc. This finishes at $1.91 today. That is up 29.93%. Hey, low roller. I mean, not low roller. Sorry. Zakaria, did you cover this yet? Should have covered at 150, man. That would have been what? That would have been like a 40% gain at 250. Jesus. Yeah, low roller. I told her, but you know, older people, and especially people that like work real jobs, they're not into all this buying and selling and buying and selling. They just hodl, you know. And especially the older generation, you know, like swing trading, day trading is more like a newer thing. Traditionally, people just bought and hold. So, and plus they're not that good with technology, you know. So, not all of them, but most of them aren't that good with technology, so they can't really go, you know, in and out like this. Yeah, but I try to tell her. Is my grandma using Robinhood? No, she uses, I don't know what she uses, but it's not Robinhood. She doesn't know how to use a cell phone, and she barely knows how to use a computer. So, you know, back in the day, you would call up your brokerage. Please buy this much for me. Please sell this much for me. Okay, that'll be $20. Like that's what she's used to doing. But hey, I tried to tell her. You gotta sell it. Gotta sell it. Covered at 190. Not bad, not bad. So that's still over a 20% gain. Very nice. Yeah, 150 would have been really, really nice. But hey, congrats to you, man. Yeah, so this was the big runner last week. It squeezed all the way from like 80 cents to almost $4. And then it looked like it was straight dumping in freefall mode. But today we have a really nice bounce. So maybe not. Maybe it's not a pump and dump. Who knows? But it did gap down from like 190 last week. So today it filled the gap and went way higher, but actually finished right around where it gapped down at. So yeah, gap filled today. Okay. So let's analyze this. So right now this is sitting on the support of 190, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 210, 220, 235, 245, 260, 270, 290, $3, 310, 325, 335, 345, 355, 370, 380, 390. Actually, we're not gonna. Okay, so yeah. 370, and there is a good amount of resistance past that, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 380, and then 160. And then there's a bunch of support past 160, but we're also not going to discuss that right now. But if/when this hits 160, this is going to catch some pretty strong support. So it's going to take a lot of selling pressure for this to break 160. And go lower than that. And currently, to the upside and downside of this current price, 190, the channels are pretty decently sized. So either way, to the upside or downside, there is going to be a good amount of price action until this goes down to 160. Then I expect the price action to slow down significantly. But to the upside, a lot of price action. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I apologize about that, man. I don't know what happened. It wasn't my fault. Everything was good on my end. YouTube was screwing me, so glad you made it back. Appreciate you for coming back, man. I was really upset. You know, it was you and Zakaria and Vertmaker in there, and you know, you guys weren't coming back. I was like, damn, felt really bad. But glad you guys are back. Well, Vertmaker's not here, but glad the two of you made it back. Appreciate you guys. Nadim, LCID. We can take a look at that after I'm done with NAOV. Okay. So RSI is currently at 64. So no longer in overbought, overvalued territory, but still above average. So, you know, be a little bit cautious about that. And this did 125 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay. So this is just my personal opinion, not financial advice. This looks like a dead cat bounce to me. I'm not buying it. I do not think this is going to keep running to the upside. And maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, pretty high RSI, high volume. Those are likely to come back down. this thing just squeezed up so quick. This has to pull back, you know. Maybe not all the way back down to $1, but I think this current price of 190 is still pretty unjustified. Don't hate me, guys. And just looking at the technicals, it still looks pretty bearish. Like, I think it only pumped up today to fill the gap. Market makers made their money back. And, you know, I think it's a fluke. Unfortunately. I think it's a dead cat bounce. So I think in the short term, next couple of days, next couple of weeks, this is going to keep bleeding back down. Maybe not like a huge pump and dump, but I think it's going to slowly bleed back down. Again, just my personal opinion, not financial advice. So if you want to go long, I don't recommend that. And I know you guys are like, but fundamentals. And okay, yeah, I get it. Fundamentals. Seems like it has some pretty good fundamentals, but we're talking about short term here. This has to come back down. So I don't think going long is such a great idea. I don't think it's very likely that this is going to, you know, to run back up to $4, back up to 375 and further. Chart looks pretty bearish here. Still looks like a pump and dump to me. However, if you do want to go long, it could pay off. Like I said, the channels to the upside are pretty wide, so this is going to have a lot of price action if this does go to the upside. I just don't think it's too likely, and even if it does, very unlikely this is going to go back to the high of 375, the high of the squeeze. And if you want to go to the and if you're looking to short, if you want to short this, seems like a decent play, not the best play. You know, the best time to short would have been like $3, $2.50. Here at 190, you can still make some pretty decent money, but not the greatest play. Decent play, but not the greatest play. Again, at 160, this is going to catch a lot of support. So maybe consider covering around 160 if you do want to short. But I still think it's a pretty good play. You know, chart looks very bearish. Pretty high RSI, high volume. So still a decent amount of money to be made. So if you want to go short, I would support that. Just don't expect too much money. I do think this is going to keep pulling back. You can make a good amount of money, just not a huge amount of money. So there are better shorting opportunities in the market, but still a pretty decent play here. So I would support going short here. So, congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NAOV Nanovibronix. Do I think it might run to 250 tomorrow? Honestly, no. No, I don't. I think it did that today. I think it's going to bleed. I don't think it's going to like straight dump, but it's probably going to bleed for a couple of days, couple of weeks maybe. Like I think today it literally just came back up. The market makers, and this is not a conspiracy, I don't want to cry conspiracy, but like it appears that the market makers wanted to make their money back. So they pushed it up, filled the gap. Okay, cool. Now let's dump it again. That's what I think. But no, it really does look like a dead cat bounce. Like, I don't see how this can keep. The squeeze is over. The pump, the squeeze is over. Now is the dumping and the bleeding. So, no, Mark, I don't think it's going back to 250. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. It went all the way to the highs and then the Wendy's dumpster. Yep, damn right. And everyone currently holding this stock, diamond hands, this is where they're gonna be. They don't even, the max pain has not hit yet. And I was on StockTwits, pretty funny stuff. I mean, not funny, but it was kind of funny. I was on StockTwits, and everyone's like, my average is like 350. My average is like 250. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, and they were proud of it. Like, I'm going to keep averaging down, and I know this stock is going to run, and, you know, I'm in it for the long term. And I'm like facepalm. Like, oh my God, guys. Like, no. It's funny how all the bag holders are long-term investors, right? Yeah, pretty much everyone's screaming hodl diamond hands on StockTwits. They're all bag holders. I've come to realize this. Anyway, all right, so let's do LCID for Nadim real quick, and then we'll get to the Yolos. Well, we got to go back to CCIV because can't really analyze this one. So what's it at? 24? Picture it in 20 years. That's how long they're going to be holding to make all the bags back. Market makers saying pump it, dump it, move it sideways. Yep. And you know, retail doesn't realize this. I hate to say it, but retail is kind of dumb money. Like, I was dumb money once. You realize this whole thing is rigged, but it's legally rigged, and you just got to play the game. So that's why I like shorting, because, you know, you're usually on the side of the market makers and the hedge funds. Retail usually doesn't short, so you want to be on the side of the big boys. That's just how it is. It's a rigged game, but it's legally rigged. You know, they just have resources and, you know, like think tanks that regular Joes, average Joes do not have access to. So, it's a rigged game. It's really hard to win if you're not experienced, if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, it's totally, they control everything. All right, Nadim. So, yeah, options too. You play it both ways. Like a hedge fund, they play it both ways. They hedge their bets. And maybe they don't make the most profit, but they end up green. All right, Nadim. So, yeah, this looks like a hold right now. You know, 50 RSI. Not getting much volume. So, but you know, this is like a tub and handle, not even cup and handle, tub and handle. Gap down at 51. So as long as you keep holding, this should come back up eventually, pretty soon. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that, but this does appear like the bottom was 1720. And a lot of upside potential here. A lot of upside potential. This looks like a, what do you call it? A coiled spring. Looks like this is waiting to take off. So, I think the move now is diamond hands. And who knows how long it's going to take. But eventually, this is definitely going to come back up. And, that gap down looks really, really juicy. At 50 bucks, 50. So, I think you currently are in it, right? But if it pulls back, you can average down at 230, 20 bucks, 1850, and then, you know, 17 bucks. But here at 24 bucks seems like pretty decent price. That's relatively near the low. So I don't think you can go wrong here, as long as you hold and average down. This really looks like a coiled spring waiting to pop off. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question, man. Alright, so that's it for the analysis today. Let's get to the Yolos. One second, gotta pull this stuff up. Oh yeah, that's right. Low roller. That is correct. Totally forgot about that. We'll do that one first. So, is this a joke, or like, is this satire? Or does this guy actually work at Wendy's? Okay, he says he's a full-time fast food worker, and he's calculating how many customers walk into the store. During quarantine, we would get a lot of cars in the drive-thru, but now those decreased by quite a bit at both my positions. So, 300 plus or minus 300 per hour. He has done technical analysis. Would it be insider trading to buy a bunch of puts, as I think McDonald's and Wendy's will tank because fewer people are ordering? I think this is a joke. I hope it's a joke, because if it's not, this is it is a joke. It's a shit post. Yeah, this is a joke. Thank God. Well, to be completely serious, the amount of sales and customers has absolutely nothing to do with the stock price. I mean, I guess it does a little bit, but it really comes down to the market makers. Do you want it to go up or want it to go down? That's what it comes down to. Let's see some comments. He's going to update his position Thursday night. Does he actually have a position? This is a joke. He's not serious. I'm not even sure if he actually works at McDonald's or Wendy's. This is satire. But nice post. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Low Roller. Yeah, this isn't serious. This is a total joke. Pretty funny though. All right, let's get to the Yolos. All right, first one. All right, so today we got AMD, BlackBerry, Alibaba, and what's this one? Palantir. Okay. This one's by Short Game Golfer. They say, love these 69% days. Let's go AMD. So here we got 125 calls for AMD, 90 strike, expiring August 20th. So this was a 60K YOLO, and right now he's up 41K, up 69%. Says he's on margin. Big no-no. Big red flag. He's on margin. It's working right now, but don't do this, guys. Don't ever use margin. You know what margin is for? It's when you have liquidity issues. That's literally what it was made for. When you need money now, but you can't put it in your bank account because you need funds to clear or whatever, you borrow on margin, then you deposit the funds, and then you're good. Margin was never meant to be for gambling with money you don't have. So, it's working in this situation, but don't do this, guys. You're going to get in a lot of trouble. Anyway, so I don't think this was an FD. Oh, it was an FD. Maybe not, but this went up a lot today. Like today made this trade. Went up 80. So he was actually down before today. So not exactly sure when he bought this. Not sure if it was an FD or not, but big day today and paid off a lot. So at this point, I would at least take some money out. You got to take something out. You know, I would say at least the cost basis, 60K, and then you can let the rest ride. Personally, I just take everything out. This is absurd. You know, AMD, the chart looks pretty bearish. So I think the best play is just to cash everything out. You know, up 40K. What more do you want? But if he wants to diamond hands and hold, you definitely, I think you should at least take out the cost basis and play on house money. You're literally playing on house money because he's on margin. So really not too much to analyze. Pretty decent play here. Decent strike price. Kind of an FD, but he might have bought these ahead of time, so can't really say it's a bad expiration. And I don't think this was FOMO. So I think this was a pretty well planned out play. And today, hit the jackpot. So at this point, I think it's best to cash something out at least. You know, it'd be a shame if you make 40K in a day and then you lose it all. That's not fun. So yeah, personally, I would sell at least something. So short game golfer, thanks for posting. LOL69. Congratulations to you so far. Not over yet, and I think you should secure the profits, at least some of them. You know, the chart looks pretty bearish. So, it'd be a shame if you lost all of this back. And please don't use margin anymore. You know, you're up 60K. Excuse me. You're up 40K. You don't need to use margin anymore. So, yeah, good luck to you, man. And whatever happens, please post updates. Alright, this one is by Adamy Poo. He says AMD 185 is coming. Okay. So here we got 120 calls for AMD, expiring January 2023. 185 strike. Okay, so I do like the play. I just think that this is a terrible entry point. I guess, if you're holding for 2 years, it doesn't matter that much. 1.5 years. But I like the strike. I like the expiration. I just don't like the FOMO. Like, you literally could have waited for this to come back down before you did this. Could have waited for $90. I'm sure it'll pull back a little bit. Like, it's really unnecessary to jump in at $100. That's not a good play there. But other than that, yeah, 185 is definitely possible. That's a little on the higher side. I think the highest hedge fund said like 150 or 160, but 185 is definitely possible. 1.5 years. A good amount of time for that to work. So, good play here. Good play. This was a 36K YOLO. So yeah, it's a leaps. I like the leaps. I always say buy leaps, don't buy FDs. So I support the play. Really good play, except for the FOMO. Like, if he just waited a little bit, he could have got it for 90, maybe 80. You don't need to buy in at 100. But hey, not a bad play at all. I support it. Not the worst, not the best. So hope it works out. So Adam E. Pooh, thanks for posting. Good content here. Pretty decent play. If it weren't for the FOMO, I would say good play. But it has a pretty good shot at working. So, good luck to you, man. Thanks for posting. And it's going to be a while, but please post updates. Alright, this one is by TLRY. TLRY? I don't know. They say BlackBerry 10K YOLO. Alright, so here we got 70 calls for BlackBerry, expiring September 17th. 11 strike. This is more like a 9K YOLO, not a 10K YOLO, but yeah, 9K YOLO, and right now he's up $2,500. Up 30%. So, for one day, this is a fat gain. 30% gain in one day. Honestly, this is not that bad of a play. I personally wouldn't do it because, I don't like FDs. But I like the strike price. Very reasonable. Expiration date, I'm not the biggest fan. Doesn't mean it's terrible, but, a little less than 2 months out, about a month and a half. For 30-cent gain. BlackBerry's at like 1080 right now. So he only needs this to go 20 cents more in the money. 20 cents more to be in the money. So in 1.5 months, definitely possible. And this wasn't really FOMO because he caught a good price. So a little too risky for my liking, but this seems like a pretty decent play. Good strike, decent expiration, and caught the bottom. Caught a really good price. So this has a really good chance of working out. Very well done. Now, will it go to 11 by September 17th? I think it will hit 11. I'm not sure if it's going to finish at 11 by September 17th. So I think at some point, you got to cash out. I would not recommend holding this through expiration. That's where people get in trouble. They go in the money and they hold it through expiration and it ends up finishing out of the money. So, I think the best play would be, as soon as this goes in the money, maybe you can let it run a little bit further, but I definitely would not hold this through expiration. But right now, he's in a pretty good position. Very well done. So, my only advice would be sell before expiration. So, 2TRLK, thanks for posting. Great content. Very well done. Congratulations to you so far. I like this play. Very risky, but it paid off so far. And has a really good shot of working. It looks really good right now. So, yeah, congrats, man. And I suggest that you take profits eventually before expiration. But no matter what happens, please post updates. I'd like to see how this goes. Okay. This one is by The Investor Stallone. Huh, I like that. Play on words. They say, oh, just a casual 27K loss in one day. Alibaba. Okay, go. So he has a lot of vertical spreads here. Put debit spreads, it looks like. Looks like put debit spreads. No, put credit spreads. My bad. Put credit spreads. Okay. So I'm not going to go through all these spreads here, but has one for July 30th. And then he has a few leaps. So he has July 30th, September 21st. Those are kind of FDs. But then he has the leaps, January 2022. So how much was the total? How much was the YOLO? Don't know. But yeah, down 27K in one day. Go. Now, I'm not so sure about the FDs, the July 30th and the September 21st. Those spreads, those put spreads. But I feel pretty good about the January 2022 spreads. Those still have a really good chance. But yeah, where he really got nailed was the FDs, especially the September 21st one. So, like, honestly, this isn't really a bad play or anything. It's just, Alibaba is getting wrecked as of late. So, hopefully today, made some money back. But, yeah. Had the right idea, right intentions. Not a bad play at all. Pretty advanced, sophisticated play. It's just an unfortunate situation with Alibaba and all this China FUD. But, hopefully that's all over. We'll see. But yeah, really tough stuff here. Yeah, this July 30th one is going to hurt a lot. Anyway, so the Investor Stallone, thanks for posting. Great content. Very entertaining. Sorry for your loss, man. Not over yet. You still got leaps. But, yeah, it's not your fault, man. I mean, you had the right idea. Alibaba's a really good stock. Just very unfortunate. Things out of your control. But just hang in there, man. So, please post updates. Got a lot of different expiry dates here, so I'd like to see how this play ends up going. Good luck to you. Alright, last one. This one is by Frequent Year 2570. They say, let the wait game begin. Rocket ship. Alright, so this one's interesting. This is a Palantir Leaps, but he sold calls. Yeah, this was selling covered calls. Kind of dumb because it's not dumb, but he has 2,797 shares. Why not just make it 2,800 and then you sell another one? Did he literally run out of money? What's going on here? Anyway. So, I'm all for Theta Gang. I love selling options. This one I'm not too sure about. Quite honestly. Because it's only worth $2,000. And you're going to have to wait a year and a half for this. A year and a half for $2,000? And then you're locking yourself in for a year and a half. So, you know, I'm all for Theta Gang and selling the options, but personally, I only sell FDs. I never sell leaps. And I don't really recommend that. I've never done that, and I don't recommend that. Now, selling FDs is the way to go. High IV, short expiration. You know, you want to sell people lottery tickets. You know, Palantir could very well hit 35 in a year and a half. And it could go way past that, and you'll be tight, man. Still make a lot of money, but I guess you can't complain because you still make a lot of money. But I just don't think $2,000 for locking yourself in for a year and a half is that worth it. I just don't like the play. And I don't say that very often when it comes to Theta Gang. And then why not just buy 3 more shares and then sell another one? Doesn't really make sense to me. Doesn't really make sense to me. So I guess it's not a bad play. It's a relatively safe play. I just think this is a waste of... This is like wasting opportunity cost right here. I just don't... $2,000 for a year and a half is not a lot. You can literally get that in like a month or 2 months, couple months. You know, selling higher IV options, closer expiration options. So I'm not the biggest fan of this play, but it's not terrible, I guess. I just don't really understand the logic in it. I wouldn't personally do it. But, you can't go wrong, I guess. It's just, you're locking up so much cash, so much capital, and you're not even going to get that much in premium. So it doesn't really make sense to me. But hey, maybe he's thinking something different. Anyway. So, not in love with the play, but can't really say it's bad either. But I don't think it's worth it. You know, you can make $2,000 easily somewhere else. You didn't have to do this. So, Frequent Year 2570. Thanks for posting. A little bit questionable, the strategy here. But I guess you can't go wrong. So, alright, man. I guess I can support it. Wouldn't personally do it, but not a terrible play. Not a good one, but not a terrible one. So thanks for posting. Very interesting content here. But hope it works out for you. And yeah, you know, I love you Palantards. So please post updates. I'd like to see how this goes. What's up, Ron? Appreciate you for popping in. Show's almost over, but appreciate you. Tilray got in at 14.45. Sold at 16. Not sure if you should have held after hours. Well, it's going up, right? I think. It's not too bad, man. You missed out on 20 cents. Don't sweat it. You're fine. But yeah, congratulations, man. That's pretty decent gain there. That's a that's like 10%. So, yeah, nice, man. Congratulations. Give you money. Yeah, I wouldn't sweat it, man. And it's probably coming back down tomorrow. So, you know, can't complain about green. Yeah, you're fine, dude. Just starting out, that's pretty impressive, man. 10%. And you hit the sell button. That is pretty impressive, I will say. Because usually when people start out, they don't know what sell is. They just know diamond hands hodl. To the moon. Apes together strong. So, great start. I'll just say that. Great start, man. It seems like you're eager to learn. And you're already doing things that, like, people who have been doing this for a decent amount of time don't do. So, yeah, man. Very nice. Congratulations. All right. So that is the show for today, guys. I apologize for the beginning. YouTube screwed me. Not my fault, but glad you guys stuck around. You know, sometimes we have technical difficulties. Can't do anything about it. Yeah, appreciate everyone joining the show today. A lot of people in here today. A lot of chat. Always makes the show great, so appreciate you guys. Alright, so not sure how many people are still here. It was a long show. But, gonna sign out now, unless anyone else has any questions, comments, concerns. Now's the time. Otherwise, gonna sign out. Appreciate you, Ron. Let me take a look at FLGC. Uh-oh. Not coming down too much. Still down $1,000 on this one. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Alright, gonna sign out now. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, hit the like button. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.